My husband's fingers tightened around my wrist the moment the room erupted into applause. Pink confetti rained down over the cake table. My best friend, Lila, stood glowing beneath a banner that read, "Ready to pop." Her smile was wide. Too wide. I'd seen it 1,000 times, but something in it felt off. Then Isaac leaned in, so close his breath warmed the shell of my ear, and whispered, calm but urgent, "We have to go. Now." For a moment, I couldn't move. The laughter, the pastel balloons, the soft music humming from the corner speakers. None of it matched the tone in his voice. "Why?" I whispered back. He didn't answer. He just guided me, steered me, through the maze of squealing women and gift bags. I felt eyes on us, though I didn't know whose. Not yet. Only when the car doors slammed shut did he finally speak. "You really didn't see it, did you?" The words hit like a blade sliding between ribs. Quiet, precise, deadly. I stared at him, heartbeat steady but heavy. "See what?" He turned, and what he said next made my stomach drop so hard I swear I heard it. "She's pregnant with his child." I met Lila 10 years ago, long before Isaac. She'd cried on my shoulder the night her engagement fell apart, and I'd sworn to myself that loyalty, hers and mine, was what friendship was supposed to look like. An unshakable pact. Isaac entered my life 3 years after that. Measured. Steady. The kind of man who looked at you like every word you said mattered. Lila loved him. "You two are perfect," she'd always say. And I believed her. Why wouldn't I? I let them both in. Too close, as it turned out. I didn't suspect anything at first. I was naive but not stupid. When Isaac grew quiet, I assumed work stress. When Lila canceled our weekly brunches without explanation, I assumed pregnancy fatigue. But patterns have a way of speaking louder than excuses. A text on Isaac's phone, half swiped away before I entered the room. "She still doesn't know." A pair of sunglasses I'd never seen before in his car, women's. Expensive. Lila's sudden aversion to letting me touch her stomach, as if my hand might give something away. Still, I held my face neutral, my breathing calm, my voice even. My heart only cracked quietly, at night, where no one could hear it bleed. But the shower, that was the moment the cracks formed a map. Because when Isaac whispered those words in the car, something inside me stilled. Finally, the truth had risen to the surface. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't ask him why he knew. I simply turned my head and said, "Tell me everything." And he did. More than I expected. He had overheard it. Lila whispering to her cousin in the hallway, thinking no one was around. She was far enough along for the truth to be incontestable. Isaac's best friend, Cole, the man who'd toasted at our wedding and called me family, was the father. Except Cole was married. And Lila's plan was simple. Use me. Leak the right hints. Let Cole's wife think I was the affair. Make me the distraction while she built the perfect image of a glowing single mother. She nearly succeeded. But betrayal has a scent. And I had already started plotting long before I had the full picture. That's what Isaac didn't know. Justice requires patience. And I had been waiting. Step 1. Information. I collected screenshots, dates, voicemails, social media timestamps. Every discrepancy, every lie. I printed it all. Not digital, physical. Hard to erase. Harder to deny. Step 2. Allies. Cole's wife, Michelle, needed to know. But not in a text. Not in anger. In person, with tea brewing and the documents in a neat stack on my lap. Step 3. Timing. I told her a week before the baby shower. Early enough to prepare. Late enough that Lila couldn't pivot her narrative. The result? Michelle walked into that baby shower today with a calmness that made her look regal. She approached Lila with a gift bag and handed it over gently. Inside was a single sheet of paper, the paternity test Lila thought she had hidden. I didn't need to witness the reaction. The cousin's gasp carried across the room before Isaac even reached me. That was why he wanted to leave. He thought I'd be blindsided by chaos. He didn't know I orchestrated it. That evening, as twilight bled across our living room, Lila showed up at my door, mascara streaked, belly trembling with each breath. You did this, she whispered. I stepped aside just enough to let the porch light illuminate the truth in her face. Fear, not guilt. Fear of a plan collapsing. Yes, I said. I did. She flinched. How could you betray me? Betrayal? My voice was steady enough to slice through her illusions. You used my loyalty as a shield while you crawled into another woman's marriage. And you were willing to sacrifice mine. Her lips parted, no defense, no apology. Just the beginning of understanding. You always thought I was too trusting, I continued. You mistook silence for blindness. But I see everything. She broke then. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just a soft fold of her shoulders as she realized the house of cards she built was ash. She left without another word. And the door's soft click felt like closure. Later, Isaac found me standing at the kitchen counter, staring at nothing. Are you okay? He asked quietly. I nodded. Better than okay. Because revenge isn't about anger. It's about balance being restored. Truth reclaimed. Peace earned. I exhaled, slow, deliberate. I saw it. I whispered to myself. Maybe not at first. But when I finally did, I made sure everyone else saw it too.